Megan said, "Hello, I'm loving the podcast. I decided to get certified with no real plans. I love the idea of being an online personal trainer, but I stall because it seems daunting starting from zero. What are the first things to establish as a personal trainer with zero clients? Do I set up an email list, grow a following, train a family member, etc.? Thank you for all you do."
Yeah, so that's a great transition into this. And I think based on what we just said, people would think the first thing is build an email list, but that's not the first thing you should do. The first thing you should do is get really good at coaching and study and learn and read books. Read books. Don't try and learn from Instagram. Learning from Instagram is a waste. It really is. And it's like you can learn basic ideas and simple facts, but you don't learn how to coach. You don't really learn to understand the whys, the hows, the whats. Like it's very surface level. So I would read books, and I would read research reviews. Alan Aragon's research review is such a great place to begin for $10 a month. Strongly recommend doing that. But becoming a good coach first and foremost. From there, I think what you can do in conjunction in that process of becoming a better coach is just posting about what you're doing, posting about your training. If you're training any clients, whether it's for free or not, like post about their training. Just start documenting that process now. It's funny, like someone actually sent me, I forgot to reply. Damn, I feel like a dick. Someone sent me a message on Instagram the other day. He must have spent 30 minutes scrolling through all my posts, because he went down to like one of my first ever Instagram posts where I was coaching somebody, and I was just posted a video of them doing a lift, and it had like 4 likes on it. And he just sent it to me, and he said, "I just want to remind you how far you've come. I hope you have a great day." It's just like such a nice message. Like he took all that time to do that. And I feel like he did, because I saw it and I was like, I need to respond to this, and I forgot, but hopefully he's listening to this. It's great to have those things to look back on, but it's also, that's how you get started. Like that's how you get started with social media and with posting content, is you just start posting, because the first content you make is going to suck. It's going to be really, really bad no matter what. So you might as well start posting content and learning that aspect of it while you're becoming a better coach, than trying to separate it into 2 different time frames. As you're becoming a better coach, start posting content, learn those games. And I would say that should be your becoming a better coach is priority number 1, and posting about what you're learning and all of that is priority number 2 for the first like 2 to 3 years.
Yeah, 100%. You not only like what you did there, which was posting about coaching your client, but start working with clients in person. You become, Megan, you said you wanted to potentially become an online personal trainer. You become a better online coach by becoming a better in-person coach. And so whether that means an internship, a part-time internship at a gym, whether that means coaching family and friends for free in person with whatever equipment available, go to a Planet Fitness, whatever you need to do, get reps in with in-person coaching and document that process. And if you aren't working with any clients in person right now, that's okay. Document your own training. Like we started this episode talking about, document what you're doing for yourself on the nutrition side, on the training side, on the rest and recovery side, what your current goals are and exactly what you're doing to pursue those, because that's a very good way of educating.
Yeah. And there's so many things you can do. Like maybe you're not a young kid anymore. You're not in your early 20s. I don't know where you are, Megan, but for anyone else listening, maybe you're not super young. Maybe you've got kids. Maybe you've got other obligations, so you can't go get an internship at a gym. That's fine. Like I remember when I was younger and I was living on the beach, I would go to the beach. I'd fill up these like drawstring bags with sand, and when I would just do like beach workouts with sandbags with people when I was living in Israel. If you have like a pair of dumbbells, have people go over your house, work out in your garage, or go to their house in your neighborhood. You go to their house, you bring the dumbbells, you put them in the trunk of your car. I used to do that. I used to drive around with stuff in the back of my car and drive to people's houses. I used to take them to the local high school, and like we would go to the high school and we would go to the playground and we would do workouts on the playground with some bands and stuff that I had in the back of my car. I remember I used to take people to the parking lot, and this is all just coming back to me now. I used to take people to the parking lot and put the car in neutral and do car pushes with like my little hatchback, just like a super like ugly little car that I had. there's so many things you could do. I remember one of my favorite things is going doing outside workouts in the winter in the Northeast, right? Like in the winter, being outside, you get all dressed up, you got your snow boots on, you got your snow pants on, your hat, your gloves, and you go outside and like you just trudge through the snow. You just walk through the snow. Like if you've ever walked through wet snow with all that stuff on, it's difficult. And then you do a set of like 10 snow over the shoulders with the shovel and then walk. Then snow over the shoulder with the shovel and walk. Getting people together to do that, you're going to learn a lot. I remember watching, there's this amazing coach, Ross Enamait, I think is how you pronounce him. He was doing the craziest stuff outside in the snow. Dan John was always doing amazing stuff outside in the snow. Like, you're only limited by your imagination. And even if you just have body weight, that's great. But if you get a couple dumbbells, some bands, maybe a kettlebell, you can do it out of your garage, out of their garage, out of their basement, your basement, outside in the parking lot of the local school, high school, playground, whatever. Just start coaching people in person. It's going to help you so much.
In addition to becoming a great in-person coach, a lot of people make the mistake of thinking that they need to create content everywhere. They see like Jordan, for example, they see someone who is creating on Instagram, on YouTube, has a full website. Like you're making content all over the place. And there's so many places now, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube Shorts, YouTube long form, podcasts, etc. And they get overwhelmed because they feel like they need to be everywhere at once. Pick one short form and one long form and focus only on those two for a very long amount of time. That's the place to start. The place to start isn't trying to like repurpose and literally be everywhere. It's pick one place, whether it's Instagram, whether it's Facebook, and one place for short form, one place for long form, which should probably be a website, getting your website up and writing long form articles, and focus solely on those two as far as content creation goes for at least 6+ months, potentially longer.